Hello, welcome to Barry's Economics. Diary of a CEO might be the very thing standing between you and actual success. For those people that are unfamiliar, Steven Bartlett's podcast, Diary of a CEO, Diary of a Chief Executive Officer, has 50 million listeners. And on this podcast, Steven interviews successful people, and the show claims to give you actionable secrets. The podcast itself is actually doing the exact opposite of what it promises to do. Not only is it not helping you succeed, I think it's actively stopping you from succeeding. Firstly, it interviews only the most successful people. Well, it's a podcast about success. Wouldn't you interview the most successful people? Let me tell you about Abraham Wald. So during the Second World War, bomber planes were coming back from missions with bullet holes all over them. And the top brass said, right, let's put armour where the bullet holes are. And Wald said, no, put the armour where the bullet holes aren't. The planes you're looking at, they're the survivors. They're the planes that made it home. But the planes that got hit in those other areas, those planes don't get to land and give a TED talk about the 5 things I did right to stay up in the air against the Luftwaffe. That's just survivorship bias. Steven Bartlett interviews the planes that made it home. And we study them like they're the Rosetta Stone of success. Like we map their habits. Like, okay, so in order to avoid the German bullets, you have to wake up at 5 a.m. and do cold plunges. Okay, that's the secret, is it? No, the secret is that the bullet hole was in the wing. We never interview the thousands of people that also woke up at 5 a.m., did the cold plunges, read the books, did 80-hour work weeks, and failed anyway. And here's where it ties into something much bigger. Because we've replaced collective structures, unions, social safety nets, and progressive taxation, which are all ways to take luck and the structural inequality and redistribute it with individual optimization. You can't afford rent? Should have had a better morning routine. Can't find a job? You should have networked better. The system is broken, but we've only been sold the story that we are broken. And it's only the people at the top that benefit enormously from this narrative, because it means they don't have to pay more taxes. They don't have to support redistribution. And they can go on podcast after podcast after podcast and tell you luck doesn't exist. It's all mindset, and that you can be just like them if you wanted it enough and bought their book. It's literally the American dream in a K-hole. If there was a podcast that actually helped you be successful, it'd probably be about 10 episodes long. It would pass on what you need and bosh, done. You'd not need to listen anymore, but there's no money in that. Turn it off, go outside, do literally anything other than being farmed for profit.